Howdy everybody, and welcome to pretty much a day in the life of me, Hayden Lovelady, an ag kid. So first things first, like every day, I woke up early to go feed. It's currently 5:45 in the morning, and yeah, we're gonna go feed goats and some sheep. Morning, kitty. I was just walking out here, and my flashlight's kind of on low power. So we're making do with what light we got. Timmy's not too happy because he's in here by himself, but he's in here by himself because he has ringworm and he can't really be around all the other sheep. He has Molly for company though. This is where we keep all the feed, and I will get that out and we'll start feeding. So we're going to be feeding Molly. We're going to be feeding the ex-show goats. We're going to be feeding the breeding goats. We're going to be feeding the breeding sheep, the market sheep, and the cats. And Timmy, who's a market sheep, but he's in here alone. They pooped in their bucket. As much as I love these animals, they can be really dull sometimes. But we love them anyway. Feeding the sheep now. Now we're feeding the breeding goats. Now we're gonna feed and spend some time with Timmy. That's his ringworm spot. It's not as bad as we initially thought, but it's still good to keep him isolated. A lot of the red stuff that's outlining that isn't actually like pus or blood or whatever. It's actually from this. It's this fungicide that we use for whenever they get a fungus like ringworm. It's around 57 degrees right now. It's set to get up to about 76, I think, today, it said. And it's going to be really windy starting around 9, I think. That's set to blow in some storms later tonight. So, yeah. All right, so I sanitized my hands. I locked everybody up at it. Everything I need to come back to the house, basically. And so I'm coming back to the house. I'm going to get all my school stuff together. Grab a bite to eat, and then I'm gonna head up to school. All right, I got all my school stuff together and ate something, and it is now 7:30, and I'm going to go ahead and head up to school. So, yeah. Looking back, I realized I forgot to make a little shot of when I arrived at school, but I got to school at about 7:55 this morning. So I just got out of algebra, and now I am walking to the ag building so I can go to welding. Actively searching for a bolt instead of welding, but it's all right, something to do. Just finished signing up for the SAT. I'm at my truck getting my welding clothes because we're welding now. Fantastic. Right now in welding, we're just running beads just for practice, because I'm no good at welding. I can make it to where it'll stick, but it don't look too pretty. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
Hey, there's something on fire out there again. Smell it.
Really?
Yep. It's hazy.
Something's on fire again. Well, these aren't too bad. Not bad at all for me. All right, it is 3:33. We're done with school, so I'm gonna head home and get to work on some homework and go on out to the barn and do tonight's feeding. I think I found the cause of that fire that was mentioned earlier. can see it right out that way by the trash hill. Looking a little hazy. All this wind is causing this dang fire. There was a fire out by a buddy of mine's house yesterday, but I don't think this one doesn't look as bad as yesterday's. But I guess we'll see. Hope everybody over there is all right. It is probably just a controlled burn though, but you never know in these high winds. It is now 5:30. I worked on my homework for a while. Now I'm out here chilling with the goats. What are you doing, Catalina? This is Catalina, who's going for my hat. You're a mess. She really likes my hat. I got an alert from the weather app, and they're saying we're supposed to be getting some pretty decent storms tonight. You stop. She's messing with my arm. I love goats so much. Oh my gosh. They can be very annoying, but I love them to death. Sat and visited with some of my animals. Now all I got left to do is feed and water, and we'll be done. You guys are nuts. Oh, caught y'all off guard. I have to stay down here with Betty because Betty is a sweetheart, but she is a pushover. And really, if I don't stand here and guard her while she eats, those three are gonna come take her food away. So now that the girls are done eating and I'm waiting on the water to fill up, back to what I was saying earlier about the weather. I got an alert from the weather app this was at some point today, saying there was supposed to be like really bad thunderstorms, like for like a solid 3 hours, like not much around it at 3 hours, like 11, 12, 1 tonight. Like hail, high winds. I think it said there was going to be a wind chill of like 17 or something. It was like 80 today. So it's going to be interesting what happens. I know my animals are safe. They're ready to go. They have shelter. They have all they need to be safe from all that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It's now 6:43. I'm in here chilling with Timmy. Yeah, that's pretty much a day in my life. I'm just gonna go back in, get something to eat, you know, finish up my homework for tonight and do everything else I need to do, get ready and do it all again. If you stuck around to the end, I thank you for watching. If you want to see highlights of what happens out here or the shenanigans in between, there's links to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok down in the description, so you can go check that out. And yeah, I'm happy to start this ride with y'all, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. See you around.